All right, what's up? I'm back again. It's like 12:30 at night. It's time to go through Unhappily Ever After, and we're going to look at the show itself, but we're also going to look at how the internet changed the way that the media tried to manipulate people around the 2000 time period. Now, just to start off with like a quick look at the show itself, it was aired from 1995 to 1999. And they're not letting me show the clip. They just started running commercials on here. But basically, the show is made by the creators of Married with Children. And a lot of people just think that it's just basically a ripoff of Married with Children. But there are some specific changes to the cast or to the characters from the difference between Kelly Bundy and Bud Bundy and the son and daughter in this show, which are very, I guess, significant if you look at them now as opposed to then. Now, one of the main differences in the show between the son and the daughter is, of course, in Married with Children, the son was a virgin and the daughter was kind of like promiscuous, and the son was smart and the daughter was kind of like slow, right? But in this version, Unhappily Ever After, basically the daughter is a virgin and the son is kind of slow, but he's not actually slow. It's the fact that the school system is failing the son, right? So, and the school system's working out great for the daughter. So we can see that they already kind of knew what was going to happen in the future. Because that's basically my theory, that this is just like the millennium reset of Married with Children. You got the divorced mom, you know, the slutty yet virgin daughter, right? Like, when have we heard of that, right? A virgin, there's like these virgin sluts online now, right? Where they're claiming, who knows if that's true or not, but at least they're claiming that they're virgins, but they're also OnlyFans models, right? And this show even predicts OnlyFans, right? So we'll just look through a couple episodes before I get to my main point. Like, basically, oh wait, I think it's season 3. There's episodes where, yeah, see, Angel Gone Bad, season 3, episode 3. Jack is dismayed to find out his darling daughter Tiffany might have opted for the oldest profession, but she's just selling pictures of herself with nerd boys posing as their girlfriend, right? And this episode came out in 1996, where she was a virgin, but she was pretending to be the girlfriend of nerds through pictures, right? How do they predict that, right? And so there's so many predictions like that in this show. But like when they go into Hollywood, a lot of people, I think they do have a good message, but they also have to play the game. So they also have to put in some of the approved messages that the TV studios want them to put in there in order for them to drop some of these kind of jewels in the show as well. And so the main point of the show really was to popularize divorce, right? Because it's all about, the first episode starts off with the mom kicking the dad out of the house into one of those like bachelor condo type places because she wants to date rich men, right? There was nothing wrong with the husband. He was working, he was taking care of the kids. He just wasn't rich, right? So she divorced him so that she could date rich men. Let me see if I can find one of those episodes. But basically, there's a couple episodes where the mom, there's one episode where the mom goes and checks into the Betsy Ross clinic just so that she can find a rich alcoholic guy. And then we see real life examples of women doing that in real life now, like where there's that new dinner stealing or lunch stealing thing that women do, where they'll go to a restaurant in, like, say, a business area, like, say, Wall Street or something like that in New York, and then they'll find a guy that looks like he's like a stock trader, steal his lunch with his name and whatever in the order, then go onto LinkedIn, find the guy, and then message him and say, oh, hey, looks like I picked up the wrong lunch here. I've got your lunch. I'll pay you back or give it back to you. Just meet up with me. And this is like a real thing that women are doing now in real life, where they're going to find rich guys by manipulating them. They're targeting areas where rich guys hang out and congregate, and then they're trying all these like tricks to like get the rich guys, right? Okay. So the problem is that this show came out in 1995 and people were not ready for that type of divorce. Like, I think people were accepting the abusive husband story. That was the narrative. Before that, it was like, oh, well, these women, they have to escape their abusive husbands. So, of course, we need to let everybody have a no-fault divorce, right? They're abusive husbands, they're irresponsible husbands, they're machismo husbands, right? But this show paints an entirely different picture of the divorced mom. This show paints a picture of the divorced mom as a money-hungry, house-wrecking woman who's completely selfish and breaks up the family solely for the purposes of trying to find a rich husband, right? And so people rejected it. People rejected this idea, and because it was right at the advent of the internet, they were able to voice their opinion on message boards, which culminated in this episode here and this thing happening in the episode, where basically this is an episode, they killed off the mom in the show. See, the ghost in Mr. Malloy, right? The mom was so unpopular that they killed her off because she, you know, she was like a gold digging home wrecker that literally broke up the family solely for the purposes of trying to find a richer guy, right? So people rejected that, right? Then in this episode, let me check the sound real quick. It kind of explains in detail why, you know, like what happened, right? So there's like a Fox executive comes into their house, breaking the fourth wall and all this other stuff. So let me play it real quick. Let me check this out on my headphones. Because they were kind of loud before. All right. Yeah. Whoops. All right, here we go this time.
Guys, what the hell are you doing?
Look, kids, it's Jordan Levin, high-powered executive from the mighty WB.
Oh my gosh.
Let's hear what he has to say.
All right.
It's about this whole dead mom thing. I mean, at first, you know, it sounded funny, but quite frankly, it kind of frightens us. So, yes, go get your mom, but bring her back home alive.
Well, I mean, I guess you guys know best, so.
That's why we're number 5, Kevin.
What about the bunny? Does the bunny stay?
Bunny? That's a bunny? It's not a bear? A dog?
Nerd.
It's funny. Okay, so get it straight. Mama's alive. Oh, and no more special effects.
Well, all right, if you say so, you're the boss. No more special effects. That's for special effect. Special effect this.
You really want me back? Oh, you won't regret this. I am just so happy to be alive.
Right, so you can see how they're getting influence from the internet, right? How they're like, "Oh, we got to bring the mom back," but and what that's basically what's that? A rabbit, right? Okay, so if you're not convinced yet, they've also got the normie pill in here too.
Being average sucks.
Oh, no. I'm average and I don't suck.
It's horrible. It's boring. It's depressing. It just makes you want to quit living.
Yes. Ross, I think I know exactly what you need. Let's you and me go have ourselves an average day. Come on. You see, Ross, we average folks, we make up 98% of the American population, and we're growing all the time. How's that vanilla ice cream?
Bland, but satisfying.
Yep. Just like life should be, and TV is. You know, you should feel lucky that you don't have one of them high IQs. Smart people feel bad because they feel too much. Who do you think's going to therapists all the time?
Not average people.
That's right. People who are smart are just broken. The hell with them and their big words. Normal guys never run out of things to say or people to say it to. What's this? Hey, buddy, did you understand Frasier last night?
Nope. I like shows about straight guys. With a touching moment at the end.
Well, like the rest of America, I just sat through it to get to Veronica's closet.
It's almost as good as Raymond.
No, he's funny.
Everybody loves him.
No, I like that Tim Allen. He's just like me.
See, it's like the
Being
normie
average,
pill.
it's like being part of the biggest club in the world.
You betcha, son. Why do you think the Gap exists? Now, you should be happy you're average, Ross. It's a lot more fun, too. I mean, safer, you know. They didn't shoot Ringo, did they? And they'll never shoot us. At least not on purpose. Hey, guys, how do we all feel about being average?
Yes, God bless.
Right, they've just got a lot of episodes. And we're gonna go to this one where Mr. Floppy goes on a rant.
Lipstick, huh? Ross, you didn't happen to run into Michael Jackson on the way home, did you?
Come on, Mom. Leave the guy alone. Lisa Marie filed for divorce. I guess he's just too much man for her. I need your black lipstick to make a beard, so I could be Abe Lincoln in a play.
Oh, what are you wearing?
Pants, a shirt, and a beard.
Oh, that's not enough.
True, but I didn't want to lose. Is something wrong with that? I don't know. Jenny thinks I should let him win.
That's what's wrong with this country. Let the weak win. Every nerd makes the team. Every loser gets to play. Gee, maybe we should have let Hitler win. He had a hard childhood. Doesn't he deserve to rule the world? Jack, there's a conspiracy going on out there. Evil people are trying to destroy our great country. I'm not mentioning any names, but they're iced mocha, cappuccino drinking, pate eating, J. Crew wearing, Beamer driving, friends watching, sushi tasting, scented candle burning yuppies. And they're starting with our most hallowed institution, the Miss America contest. They want to make talent more important than the swimsuit competition.
Right, as if anything is more important than the swimsuit competition. That's how we end up with a fat Miss America who plays the harp.
And when was the last time we won a Miss Universe contest?
I mean, this was like
Can't compete with the Brazils
1996,
of the world because they know that good
1997.
hooters and tight butts are more important than a sensitive soul with blubbery thighs. We've lost our killer instinct. We haven't destroyed another country in years. Listen, world, don't get too cocky out there. The real Americans are still here. And one day, we're gonna wake up from our drunken stupor and realize we've got a fat, ugly Miss America and say, what the hell happened here? we'll grab our guns and swig one more beer and kill and kill and kill until this is the great country it once was. USA! USA! USA!
So you...
He was going in on that one. Bobcat Goldthwait. Right. So you can see the show has a lot of kind of interesting topics, and they're very modern. And the fact that they were able to predict basically everything that was going to happen right in 1999 as it switched over, like that's what I was saying, you know, after the millennium, everything turns into this monoculture thing, and it was obviously pre-planned. And some high-level people in Hollywood basically knew about it, right? They knew that the new thing was going to be this pre-planned, minimalist kind of monoculture thing, right? Okay, so just to bolster my arguments more, right? We have the Jay and Silent Bob movie that came out in 2002, I think, or 2001. Either way, right? And it's basically the same thing, the same plot. They find out Jay and Bob are furious at the negative buzz on the internet and make it their mission to go to Hollywood to stop the film's production because they didn't want it to be embarrassing to them, right? So we can see this scene here from the movie, right, where they finally find out what the internet is, right?
Save up to 30% on small group travel during G Adventures.
Wish I held onto a little piece of that thing, because if the buzz is any indicator, that movie's gonna make some huge bank.
What buzz?
The internet buzz.
What the fuck is the internet?
The internet is a communications tool used the world over where people can come together to bitch about movies and share pornography with one another. Here's what we're looking for, moviepoopshoot.com.
Poop shoot. Yeah.
This is a site populated by militant movie buffs, sad, pathetic little bastards living in their parents' basement, downloading scripts and what they think is inside information about movies and actors they claim to despise yet can't stop discussing. Okay, this is about Blunt Man and Chronic.
Notice how the living in their parents' basement insult just has never gone away, right? It's like, oh, if you're a loser because you can't afford like a huge house and you are like upset about society, that's your fault.
Right here. Inside sources tell me Miramax is starting production this Friday on their adaptation of underground comic fave Blunt Man and Chronic.
Friday? Shit, does it say who's fucking playing us in the movie?
No, but it's Miramax, so I'm sure it'll be Ben Affleck and Matt Damon. You know, they put them in a bunch of movies.
Who?
You know, those kids from Good Will Hunting?
You mean that fucking movie with Mork from Ork in it?
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan either. But Affleck was the bomb in Phantoms.
Word, bitch. Phantom's like a motherfucker.
What's up now? All right. So here we go. Now, this is the shoot back section. This is where the people who read the news get to chime in with their 2 cents. For example, we got a guy here with the chick magnet net handle Wampa1 opining on what he thinks about Blunt Man and Chronic. He says, Blunt Man and Chronic and their stupid alter egos, Jay and Silent Bob, only work in small doses, if at all. They don't deserve their own movie. He's got a point.
Fuck him. What's the next one say?
This is entitled, Fuck Them Up Their Stupid Asses. Blunt Man and Chronic is the worst comic I ever read. Jay and Silent Bob are stupid characters, a couple of stoners who spout dumbass catchphrases like a third-rate Cheech and Chong or Bill and Ted. Fuck Jay and Silent Bob. Fuck them up their stupid asses.
Who the fuck said that shit?
He calls himself a Magnolia fan. All right, here, check this one out. Jay and Silent Bob are one-note jokes that only stoners laugh at. They're fucking clown shoes. If they were real, I'd beat the shit out of them for being so stupid. I, for one, will be boycotting this movie. Who's with me? Then there's like 50 more posts of people who are joining Spartacus here's boycott.
I'm gonna kill all these fucks.
See, right? It's like been going on since back then, right? As soon as the internet broke out, Hollywood was like, we don't like the fact that you have an opinion on what we're trying to brainwash you with. All right, and just to show more clues to this, right? We got this show from the 90s called Out of This World, which this movie basically was trying to promote divorce again, because a lot of these shows are either from the 80s and 90s. They're promoting divorce and they're promoting adoption, of like orphan kids. And so this one's one of the ones that's promoting divorce. And basically it promotes divorce in a positive way by saying, well, dad's away, but the reason why dad's away is because dad is an alien, right? And the only way that you can communicate with dad is through the phone, right? And so we can see that she's given this like device to communicate with her father with. And that's supposed to be like her, consolation prize for her dad not being there.
You've drawn lots of things you've never seen before.
Well, what is it?
Damned if I know. I've been trying to figure it out for 13 years. Oh, it's never done that before. Or that.
Happy birthday, Eve.
That's him. That's your father's voice.
Dad, is that you? Is it really you?
It's me, birthday.
See, like she's just supposed to be okay with her dad talking to her dad on the phone, as long as she's still with the wealthy mom, right? The wealthy divorced mom. I mean, in this show, they're not framing it as divorce, but, it's basically that's what it's getting the kid, because this show is targeted to kids. So it's supposed to get the kids like accustomed to their parents being divorced. And in this case, this young girl accustomed to only being able to communicate with her father over the phone, normalizing that, right? Normalizing the fact that you only get to communicate with your father through the phone. And that was a common thing in the 90s and 80s for a lot of kids with divorced parents.
Birthday girl.
Oh, I miss you, sweetheart.
Mom and Uncle Bino are here too.
I can only hear you, Evie. That's because the cube is a genetic link. Will you do me a favor and tell your mother how much I love her, how much I miss her?
Why don't you get your butt back here and tell her yourself?
Bino, eat your ice cream.
So, today you're 13. The big 1-3. Here on Antarius, 13 is an age when our children reach their maturity. We're celebrating a kind of intergalactic bar mitzvah. You realize you are half alien.
Wait, what? An intergalactic bar mitzvah? And you're half alien? Is she the new Drake?
I'm the alien.
Well, to him you are.
And therefore can only receive portions of your rightful powers. Sorry about that, honey, but I don't make the rules. But you have my cube, Eve, and you are its source of energy.
This is fantastic.
I hope he's not calling collect.
See how it's trying to add like a positive spin to the fact of the absentee father? Like, wow, this is amazing. Like, Dad, I'm just talking to Dad on the phone. This is amazing.
I wish I could be there as your father and as a husband to your mother. And so I'm sending you this message across the vast emptiness of space. And though I'm...
All right, I think you get it. There's a lot of shows like that where the plot is very obvious if you just kind of talk it out. But when you like try to get into the complexities of it, it sounds like this interesting show. But then it's like, oh no, wait, it's just about a divorced mom. And this girl only gets to communicate with her father through this telecommunication device, right? Or Jay and Silent Bob being mad that people on the internet have opinions about them pushing weird homosexual undertones in all their movies and Gnostic references and Gnostic stuff in their movies. And then they're mad because people didn't like the movie. So they're going to hunt down all the people with a negative opinion of their movie, right? The future predicting rants, the normie pill, the daughter turning to a OnlyFans type of person, right? The divorced mom, the divorced gold digger mom actually being seen as a negative, right? So you can check out the show either on YouTube or wherever the show is available. And I think I've covered pretty much everything. I mean, it's just something to think about, to kind of see the methods and tools, how they've changed over time, and how now they're reacting in real time with like AI scanning the internet and scanning everything that everybody's consuming in order to create shows and create themes and shows that are going to be so suggestive and also so enticing for people to watch the show. Because, right, that's why people watch the show, because they relate to the characters in the show. And then they subliminally, subtly put in these messages when your guard is down, when you're laughing, when you're feeling emotional about the show, when you're feeling connected to the character, right? And then they put these suggestive messages in the show, like, oh, well, maybe divorce is good. Maybe it is okay if Hollywood like doesn't listen to the audience, and in fact the audience is wrong and needs to be killed, right? Wait, oh, that was the one other factoid. That's right. Here, because since this was before the internet, right? After its first season, Out of This World began airing primarily on weekends. Despite receiving mostly negative reviews from critics, it still lasted 3 more seasons. So that's because before they used to just push this stuff on you. They just pushed it on you. You didn't have a choice. And there was only like 7 channels to watch. So you basically had to watch whatever they were pushing. Right? And then as the internet came in, then that was when they started to receive the like information from people and change the show according to what the audience wanted, but while still maintaining the same like level of manipulation. But they just wanted to make sure that people would still tune into the show, right? And now they're using AI to scan the internet and, you know, manipulate people on such a high level that it's very hard to even want to watch like modern stuff, because once you know what they're doing, even if you can kind of analyze it, it's like, well, the stuff they're doing with AI, where they can literally scan everyone's preferences on the internet in real time and update shows, update script writing, and feed all that information to their psychologists that like design all this stuff. And then they can just feed people exactly what they're expecting, what they want, and still slip in all of their subtle, weird occult references and societal breakdown references and stuff like that, right? So that's it. That's the video. Hope that made sense. Appreciate watching if you made it this far. And I'll be back later. Talk to you then. Peace.